And welcome to another episode of The Ternique Show, where we teach you how to love and care for your hair. On today's episode, I'm going to be discussing hydration tips for coarse hair. So coarse hair is really the only hair type that needs this tip. If you want your hair to flourish, if you have coarse hair, this is the only thing you need to take away from this video. And it is, you need to deep condition your hair regularly. Why? Because coarse hair can be more prone to breakage, damage, and split ends. So not only do you need to deep condition your hair regularly, but you need to be incorporating a protein deep treatment into your hair routine. What that looks like is using a protein deep treatment, maybe I would say once a month. So out of the 4 weeks in the month, you need to be incorporating a protein deep conditioning treatment. Because what the protein deep conditioning treatment does is it fills in any gaps or any holes in your hair strands that may cause breakage, damage, split ends, and it basically repairs your hair. Because your hair type is more prone to dryness, breakage, and damage, that's why you need to be deep conditioning regularly. What that looks like is using a moisturizing deep treatment. Say if you're washing your hair every week, you're going to be doing a deep conditioning treatment every single time you wash your hair. If you want to keep your hair nice, you want to retain length, if you want that shine, if you want a healthy head of hair and you have coarse hair, deep conditioning is something you cannot skip. After that, you want to do your protein deep treatment at least once a month. Now, another tip for you if you have coarse hair is you need to be using a leave-in conditioner. You just cannot get away with washing your hair and, conditioning it or deep conditioning it and not following up with a leave-in. A leave-in conditioner will keep your coarse hair hydrated, make it more elastic, easy to style, and also will tame frizz. So you want to be using a leave-in conditioner regularly. You also want to be layering any products that you have with a nice conditioner and then sealing with an oil. This is like a sure way to healthy hair if you have coarse hair to limit split ends, dryness, and breakage. And another tip for coarse hair is you don't want to skip your bonnet, your satin or silk bonnet. You do not want to skip your satin or silk pillowcase. At night, you need to be covering the hair to prevent moisture loss from friction, from, a cotton or whatever type of sheets you use. You want to limit friction at night. So the top hydration tips for people with coarse hair is you cannot skip deep conditioning. Deep conditioning needs to be a regular part of your wash day routine. Other hair types can skip it, but not you. I'm sorry. So you want to do at least twice a month a regular conditioner, a regular deep conditioner, and then once a month a protein conditioner. If you've done a protein conditioner and you find that it is hard, a protein deep treatment, and you find that it is hard on your hair feels hard or stiff, then that's probably not the deep conditioner, deep treatment mask, protein, whatever you want to be using. You want your hair to feel normal. You want your hair to feel healthier and stronger, but you don't want your hair to feel hard and stiff after using a protein treatment. And that's why a lot of people don't like to use protein treatments, because they're like, my hair feels like it's going to break off. If you have that feeling of the dry, the stiffness, then don't use a conditioner like that. Find another protein deep treatment to use. So number one, you want to be deep conditioning regularly. Number two, you want to also be using a leave-in conditioner. You cannot skip a leave-in conditioner. I would also recommend spraying the hair with water daily and then applying your leave-in conditioner daily if you have coarse hair, just to keep the hair hydrated, supple, elastic, and to keep the frizz out of your hair. And then another tip for you would be You need to be layering your products if you have coarse hair. What that looks like is layering with a refreshing, like a water-based curl refresher. And then you want to follow up with your curl cream or your gel or whatever styling product you want to use, or a foam, and then layer it with an oil. So layering is important when you have coarse hair to keep your hair hydrated. And then lastly, you don't want to skip your sleep routine of wearing a satin or silk bonnet or sleeping on a satin or silk pillowcase, because you want to avoid moisture loss because of friction when you're sleeping. So if you are sleeping with nothing on your head and you are laying on cotton sheets or any type of sheet that is not silk or satin, 2 to 1 your hair is experiencing moisture loss, and that causes more dryness, breakage, and split ends. So I hope that this was helpful to you. Have a great